Hey guys, Bob here. I hope you're all doing well. This is a first takeoff in a little over a month. Weather's been not cooperating. Even this day was a very narrow window of some decent weather. This was a little sketchy takeoff. The winds were changing about 60 degrees on and off. They were light, but they were changing. So as you see, as I start to take off, the wing points to my right and just starts weather vaning right into the wind. I overcorrect a little bit and almost lose it, and then I pump the brakes a little bit and it pops right back into place, and then I went with it and took off here. But wasn't one of the best takeoffs I've had. But with this weather, I wanted to take a small window of opportunity where I had the chance. The rest of the week looks pretty awful. As you can see here, it was just trash the rest of the week with very little flying weather, if any at all. So I've been trying to just look for small chances to take as I get them and running with it. And that's what I did here, was run out to the airport when the weather was right. Drove 65 miles to the airport and got my chance to go up for about 30 minutes. The air was pretty trashy. It was bouncing me around quite a bit. It still felt good to get up, and that's good for my bump tolerance anyways. It wasn't anything horrible, but it wasn't a great fun flight. It was pretty cold. I think it was right about 41, 42 degrees here. But I enjoyed every minute of it. Every time I go up, I enjoy it. And this was the first time testing it since the last time I flew. My wife was helping me fold the wing and she found a frayed line. So I called One Up Adventures and asked them what I should do, and they recommended I call Michelle Daniels out at Lines in a Day, or out in New Mexico, and she was a great help. She made me the line. She had some videos on there of how to replace them. And my whole purpose of this flight was to go up, make sure it had the right tension and everything, and just test it out. It's a little intimidating when you replace a line for the first time on your wing, and your life is paying by these lines, so you want to make sure you did it right. But everything was right, and here you can see it had the right tension on it, and it was great. So after that, I could enjoy the flight and kind of just concentrate on my flying. I will leave a link in the description below for Lines in a Day. If you need a new line, they are a great resource to call, and they're very helpful at showing you how to do it. And if you don't want to do it, you can send them your wing and they'll be happy to do it as well. Great people. I'm really surprised how brown everything is here. I can't wait for spring and all the different shades of green to start coming back along with the warmer weather. I'm really only about 3 or 4 minutes into this flight, and my fingers are already starting to tingle and get numb. I had thought about bringing my heated gloves. I had bought some last year, but I really didn't think I would need those unless the temps were down in the 30s or lower. But I'm finding I don't even want to go out when the temps are that low. So I really should have brought those with me and given them a try out. I have used them once before and they work great. And I wish I had them on this flight. I may have stayed out just a little bit longer. So this was not long at all. I flew out to 74, which is a state route a little more than 5 miles away from the airport, and then turned around. And as I was flying in this direction, of course I was going about 34, 35 miles per hour. And then when I turned around, I had slowed down to about 22 miles an hour. So it was really taking a while to get back. And I was getting colder and colder. So I was glad to see that airport sort of coming into view more and more here, and enjoying it. And you can see right here, I'm kind of getting bounced around pretty good. The wind, like I said, it was light, but it was just very twitchy and changing directions. And I guess just within the past 24 hours of this flight, you know, we were having gusts of over 30 miles an hour. So we had a gusty day before, we were in store for a gusty day the next day, and this was just a narrow window. So even though they were light winds, they were pretty trashy winds. So I'm gonna start heading back in here. Guys, as you can see, the airport's inside. I'll be getting ready to do my landing. If you stayed with me this long, I appreciate you watching the video. I did things a little different. Instead of talking while I was flying, which I was doing, but I thought it was a little easier to do post edit and talk, and that way you don't have the drone of the engine going on throughout the whole video and some decent background music. If you like that format a little better, feel free to let me know in the comments what you thought, if this is a little more palatable. I'll go back to the motor noise for the landing here. But again, thank you again for watching. Appreciate everybody who takes the time to comment or hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you like this content. And I look forward to posting the next time I get up. Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy the landing. Talk to you soon.